Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds 2. Last time we continued exploring Fairfield here and met a couple of the inhabitants, including the bartender, whose name was Cole, if I remember correctly, at the saloon here. Can we actually see? Is that what this little green... I was just saying it's a vendor. It doesn't tell me who. We met the doctor too. We didn't... It felt like we didn't do a whole lot, but it took a while to introduce ourselves to all those people. And we learned about some sort of potential smuggling ring, or maybe just a smuggling operation being done by the person... I need to get me one of those legs. He just hopped right over that thing like it was nothing. But we got here, and this is... Whose terminal is this again? Emmeline Galloway's. We read that, and we think... Well, we don't think. We're pretty sure she is the one behind the smuggling ring. So we're going to go talk to her. I think she's in the greenhouse here. So what are you guys doing?
Who are you rooting for in the tossball leagues this season?
Tossball? You mean pitch ball?
I mean tossball. You know, weekend zones, foot goals, offside hooks, hackers, tenders, wingers.
Yes. We are speaking of the same inspiring professional sport. It is so nice to find common ground. The top team, of course, is the Prudence Dictators.
Go jump in a rift. You are dead to me.
Damn. Wrong answer. It'd be like somebody telling me they're a Tottenham fan. Ugh. I'm not sure if I really ever talked about my sports interests, but I am a Chelsea fan. Big fan of what we call here in the States soccer. If you're not in the States, football, obviously, but... Ooh, that's kind of cool. A little, like, nighttime skylight there.
I'm not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. Or a full half dozen automechs. All by my lonesome.
You know, you're not what I expect you to look like. You kind of look like a bug catcher from Pokemon.
I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment.
I actually really like her. Look, I want that hat. Okay, let's see. This looks like a lot of work. Is it just you here?
I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
You handle all this by yourself, plus you have other jobs too? This is what part of my observation, rank 3. Oh, damn. That can also go about these things. Well, I mean, I'm gonna go with my observations. Plus, you have other jobs to do?
What? No, that's... I was just being sardonic. It's my way of saying I'm so tired it feels like I've got 50 jobs.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, yeah. I say that all the time. Also, being sardonic, you know, which of us has not been sardonic at least once in the last... I don't know, couple days. Sardonic. Always broadening my vocabulary these games. I don't really want to... I don't think telling her we went through her, like, private journal is the right thing to do. Although, she should be concerned about the lack of security. Like, where's your... At least have a password on your computer, you know? I mean, bare minimum, really. I'm not even asking for, like, you know, 2-step identification or anything. Just have a password. Security thinks you're up to more than growing plants. Can you tell me what's going on?
Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you?
I figured it doesn't hurt to ask.
It doesn't? I know a slew of folks missing pieces of themselves who disagree. All because they weren't bright enough to mind their own business when they clearly should have.
Yes, but they're not me. See, I'm what you call the main character, so that wouldn't happen to me. So I can ask whatever I want. And I can be very disrespectful, like tell you that I read your terminal and know you're involved in a lot more than just the greenhouse.
You read my terminal? How embarrassing.
It is, yeah.
The compliance adjusters broke the door lock when they arrested my predecessor, and I haven't gotten around to fixing it yet. Not that I thought anyone had come snooping. I'd made careful arrangements to tie up everyone's loose ends. Everyone except you, it seems. So, why are you so interested in my other work? You're not part of compliance.
Let's just say that I'm naturally curious about moving things that maybe shouldn't be moved without being noticed. If you catch my drift. I don't, I'm kind of assuming she was a smuggler. I'm not entirely sure that's what she was. But let's see. Naturally curious.
Assertive, ambitious, and aggressively self-deterministic? A go-getter who's not afraid of getting into the muck if there might be profit in it? You know, I've been looking for some backfills with the kind of cleverness usually only found on the seedy lower decks of the claim. Feel like making a few bits?
What's the claim?
It's Auntie's flagship, where all the best movers, shakers, and up-and-coming ne'er-do-wells hone their killer instincts. Work for me and you may see it someday. Interested?
Depends on the job. What are you offering?
I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined by.
My kind of person.
Best way to get things done in anti-space if you're looking for profit. Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got someone to do it for you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I already told you this, but I saw your messages. I know what happens to people you work with.
Puh, they were rubes, nitwits, dolts so lacking in faculties that they couldn't handle the minuscule, and by that I mean damn tiny, amount of discretion this job requires. They had to be dealt with so we could all get back to work. And now that I'm here, things will be running right smoothly. So, long as your brain pan's filled with more than a half-dead sprat spinning on a rusty wheel, I absolutely guarantee this is a no-risk venture.
It's fun to hear this dialogue and read it. I always wonder. I guess there are plenty of people out there who are maybe not quick-witted, but just like, I don't know the right word. Charismatic enough, or just conversationalist enough to say something like that. But like, I always imagine like if I tried to say something like that in a natural conversation, I would probably like stumble over my words so much. All right, make your pitch.
Oh, isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system. You get me?
So, why should I care about Sub Rosa's friendship?
Because we are the black market in Arcadia. Odds are, at some point, you're going to need something you just can't get legally. then you'll be thrilled we're associated. Sub Rosa feeds that appetite to not just survive, but to thrive. And that's taking all of us places. We're more than simple opportunists. We are opportunistically driven. Trust me, for both short-term benefits and long-term prospects, you want to be our friend.
Okay, it's a good sales pitch. What should I expect if I get caught?
It'll probably be nothing. She's just a sergeant, not someone who has any real pull. And I've already made arrangements with everyone who matters. So, if she catches you, about the worst she can do is a switch on the wrist.
All right, I'm in. I'll be back when it's done.
And I'll be waiting here with your bits.
Not sure, you know. Waiting here with my bits, huh? I know she's talking about money. But there's something about my mind that thinks of other things. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Nothing in here? I'm curious about what this is here. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm not really so sure the practicality of it. Like, wouldn't it be better to have the sun shining through there in the greenhouse? Like, I don't really see much sun getting through this greenhouse. But what do I know? I was gonna say I don't know much about greenhouses, but then that's kind of true. But I have worked in a greenhouse for a little bit, so I mean, I guess I should know more with that admission. Okay, so I need to go to a sergeant. Is this a sergeant I've met before? I've already forgotten names. Schemes of the secret smugglers. I like it. Okay, let's do this quest. It's over on that side. Okay, I've not been over there yet. Okay. We'll go through these houses and check out DeVries' house. What was her house again? It was red with...
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just tarot excrement.
Worrell Warren. I remember your name. Or Warren. Hey.
Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me.
Sorry.
Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes.
Between the two of us, I'd wager I'm the faster draw.
You know, you might be right. I'm reliably certain I did not want to find out. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation.
Unfleshly manifestation? Who gave you a dictionary?
Look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a hurt, but just hear me out. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished.
Probably whoever it is just didn't want to get caught. Protectorate holdouts, maybe?
Or maybe this entity only had the strength to manifest but briefly on this mortal coil. Communication would have proven too difficult for a being of pure information.
Oh, okay. Let's just stick with hard facts for now.
Strangest part is that foodstuffs have also been disappearing from the greenhouse since we took Fairfield. You think it's all connected?
Have you investigated the houses nearby for clues?
I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you.
Oh, yes, of course.
And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, would be my guess.
Oh, yeah. You keep saying this. A being of pure information.
Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars yet, but it's one theory.
I'll help you, but only to prove nothing strange is happening here.
I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
I'd hate that too, to be honest, because they probably just got eaten. And I'd hate to get eaten. What about you, Niles? Awfully quiet. It's okay, though. Alright, so I'm pretty sure they said her house was a red-framed house. I can't remember the kinds of windows, though, because that was a whole 2 days ago. Alright, this is not stealing, so I'm taking that. Thank you, thank you. Not entirely sure how they constitute one thing stealing and another thing not, but looks to be a terminal administrator's code has been written onto this scrap of paper. Ooh, well, that could be helpful. That could be very helpful. That doesn't look good. Should probably fix that. Is this your house, Warden? Warren? Welcome, Sentinel Lorenz. Please select the following option. Access administrator controls. What would you like to do, administrator? I'd like to unseal the cellar. Process complete. The exterior entrance to the cellar is now accessible. Okay. Messages. Contingencies. I confess, I did not think a cellar would be of much use when I first moved into this house. Imagining a natural disaster or some unlawful uprising occurring in Fairfield, of all places, seemed absurd. Now we are at war, and I have even heard it rumored that the invaders will attack Paradise Island. Should the worst come to pass, my resolve will not waver. I will, of course, answer duty's call and repel these fiends by any means necessary. But having somewhere safe to fall back to could prove valuable. Okay, so is this like somebody who has basically been hiding in the cellar and comes out and gets some food and runs back in? Probably. Administrator code. Twice this week I've input the wrong code and logged myself out of the terminal. If it happens a third time, I suspect I will be recommended for mental refreshment due to insufficient recollection. Given how scattered I've felt, maybe that would be for the best. I keep waiting for the Sovereign to call me up to combat the invaders, but no. I have orders to remain here in Fairfield. No matter. I must remain diligent. Perhaps I'll write the code down and pin it to the refrigerator or some such until I properly memorize it. It's not as though I entertain visitors. Until now, of course. Okay, so that's on. It's outside that this cellar is. I'm guessing it's around the back. A much bigger house than it looks on the inside. Huh. Where is said cellar? Oh, right here. I'm gonna get my pistol out just in case here. Oh, I haven't used this pistol yet. Nice little scope on it.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples.
Huh. This is a dumb question, but none of you can apparate or anything weird like that, right?
I forget. You invaders are not raised on the same diet of knowledge as we in the Protectorate. How small your uneducated mind must be, trapped in worthless superstition.
Ah, okay, so they don't teach you guys sense of humor in the Protectorate. I understand. I was just asking for a friend, really.
Perhaps you should have brought that friend with you. It was unwise to come alone. Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse.
That must have been you Warren spotted leaving the greenhouse then.
the greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays.
Your hands are shaking. And you stink of old saltuna. You're starving, aren't you?
I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation. And that scent you so subtly pointed out is the aroma of noble effort. Foreign to you, I'm sure.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
You should probably wait upstairs, Trooper. I'm handling this.
Please, stay. It would please me to end the lives of 2 invaders as opposed to 1.
Not an invader
Not very
here.
copacetic, are you folks?
If
Copacetic.
this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead.
Let's stop pretending. Your squad's starving, low on ammo. You're in no shape to fight us.
And if I deny your assessment?
Deny it all you want. You know I'm right.
Ordinarily, I would feel confident about having the superior number. But as you pointed out, our condition is rather deleterious at the moment. Very well. With so many invaders yet to slay, I would be remiss to relinquish our lives in such an unworthy duel. We surrender. For now.
That was some slick talking. Can't believe you got them to surrender without firing a shot. I thought for sure we'd have to blast our way out of here. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. A small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish.
I won't judge you much. Go ahead, tell me.
I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish.
Sounds like she was really special to you.
She was. Yeah. Oh, that feels good to say aloud, even if it hurts too. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. Supposedly compromises our decision-making in the field. But I
Attachments.
digress. Thanks for your help, and for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now, too.
Sure thing, buddy. You weren't so bad after all, Warren. What do you guys got here? Got a mock apple? For sure. You guys won't be needing that, right? And now where you're going, they don't feed you. Actually, you'll probably get better food in prison. Can I talk to you? You guys are just...
Haven't you done enough harm?
I feel like I've done a lot of good, actually, but...
How many other Protectorate loyalists do you suppose are embedded in Fairfield? Let that thought haunt you.
No, it's fine. Like I said, I'm actually not... What are you guys called? What do you... I'm not with them, technically. Take that. High security lockbox. What do I do with that? High security lockbox. It's not junk, okay. Huh. Okay, this high security lockbox has been sent to your ship and may be opened there with advanced encryption keys. Okay, gotcha. So that's... I was thinking that's what we were doing with the cargo hold thing. But I wasn't entirely sure. Okay. One house explored. That was kind of cool. I like that a lot. I actually really like the old... the war storyline that we got going on here.
Imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic.
It adds quite a level of darkness to the storyline. That sometimes, the Outer Worlds dialogue can be very, at times, pretty goofy. But I like it so far. Any other way into this building here? Maybe from the roof? A biomass grenade. No, it doesn't look like there's anything else here. I wonder if there's going to be a way to like maybe use your companions to help you open up these things. That'd be a nice little alternative. Because since you get so few skill points, if like maybe your companions get like 1 skill point. I don't know how many companions you have though, so maybe that's too much. How you guys doing? Don't want to talk? Fair enough, fair enough. Hello there. This is stealing. This is a stealable house. I'm guessing that's the house, because it looks unique. Although, is that red there too? I think that's red framed there too. That's rectangular house windows, that's circular windows. So you've just been liberated. What now? Auntie wants to help you acclimate to your wondrous new freedom. Have we already read this? Yes. Yes, we have. Okay. Yeah, and this is stealing. Okay, let's keep moving then. Hello, sir. Let's check this one. Since I think it's that one, we're gonna try this one first. Oh, this one looks like it's the right one. Ooh. Secret door. I don't know what that did. But let's check this one first. Oh, subject DeVries. Okay, this is the right one. Messages. To DeVries. Subject welcome. You are to report to your post in the Information Input and Retrieval Department at 6:30 tomorrow. As I'm sure I don't need to tell you, every member of the Protectorate is vital to the whole, no matter how seemingly small and insignificant their role may seem to be. We expect you to conduct yourself as a harmonious part of the Protectorate. Glory to the Sovereign. Pitchball Incident. It is not unheard of for one to sustain injuries in the course of a spirited match of pitchball, even ones as serious as your shattered femur and internal hemorrhaging. Damn. In my experience, however, virtually all cases can be traced back to overindulgence in Sovereign's Pride vodka. While it is an understandable misconception, such overindulgences does not demonstrate a subject's pride for their subservience to our sovereign. Fortunately for you, in the short time you've been here, your work has been nothing but superlative. So this will not add greatly to your demerits. Nevertheless, it is your duty to work through such injuries, to be an example to your fellow subjects on how to put aside one's self-importance to evaluate us all. Remember, we are all key components in the safety and success of the Protectorate. Supervisor First Class Carmelo. Camarillo. Subject warning. Your recent irregular behavior has been overlooked due to your exemplary work in the long years prior to the invasion. However, I am not plagued by my predecessor's lack of character, which has reportedly been rectified by a course of mental refreshment, thank the Sovereign. And it is incumbent upon me to follow up on the report that you were heard espousing opinions similar to the precepts of the Traitorous Order. I am certain this is but a miscommunication in these somewhat confusing times. Do not let it happen again. Supervisor First Class Oyeda? Important announcements. To all subjects, invasion of cutthroat corporatists. The scourge of unfettered capitalism has come to Arcadia and brought with it the seeds of its own destruction. Their invasion armada exasperated the rift anomaly, which was naturally occurring and well within our ability to control, causing it to fracture the aether further, sending invisible tendrils in all directions. This has closed the colony off from any support they may have been awaiting, but has caused us no harm, being self-sufficient in every way. These bit worshippers will soon taste defeat. It is your duty to resist their sugared temptations, processed promises, and low-quality goods that they are using to try to subjugate our beloved colony. Do not hesitate to sacrifice your life to stop them, or to report your fellow subjects for collusion or weakness. Any subject caught with their products will be dealt with. Praise Sovereign. Betrayal of the Order of the Ascendants. I feel like, have we read these? We might have read these before. As of this day, the Order of the Ascendant have declared themselves enemies of the Protectorate. They have chosen to do so in the wake of the corporate invasion of our beloved colony attests to their true nature. It is now obvious that the corporate incursion was somehow helped by the traitors of the Order, else it would have been crushed before it began. Rest assured, the Sovereign knew of their treachery well in advance of their betrayal, and thus was not taken by surprise. Yes, we have read this. Any communication from, to, or involving the Order in any way are now to be considered enemy correspondence and must be forwarded to the Ministry of Accuracy. Glory to the Protectorate. Okay, so this is DeVries' house. We got this secret door here. Where we got a compass, a bracelet. The universal equation is the one constant. Okay, we got a lot of blood here. So that's not good. DeVries' submerged tracker. DeVries' tracker appears to have been surgically removed and submerged in liquid inside this container, obviously in an attempt to disable it. Fortunately, it was still producing a weak signal. Okay. Welcome back, Agent DeVries. Messages. To Lockwood, farewell. Savannah Lockwood. Savannah, your last missive stung me to my core. I can't believe you'd accuse us of such. Yes, I am still in contact with Victor. The schism between the Protectorate and the Order is of no consequence to us, but we are decidedly not whispering poison in each other's ear, and I can assure you the dark path you accuse us of going down is one of necessity, not choice. I never burdened you with the knowledge of the things I've done, what I've been forced to live with. But therein lies the rub. I find I can do so no longer. The time for action has come. Do you remember the cliffhanger ending of the Sentinels vs. the Cult of Corporatism's 6th chapter? One way or the other, I fear we are hurtling toward that same inevitable conclusion. This is one thing I cannot allow, no matter the cost. Regardless, my time on Paradise Island is over. As we used to say, see you in the equation, my friend. To DeVries reply to farewell. How can you say you never burdened me with what you've done? You may have never shared specifics with me, but that doesn't mean I didn't feel your suffering, Augustine. The invasion of Paradise Island is driving us all to new levels of despair, and your last message has me fearing that has pushed you to a place of madness. I'm begging you, forget that void-damned cereal and whatever it is you're planning, and please, please, come see me before you do anything that cannot be undone. This ought to make you laugh. I am holed up in the Old Order Chapel, of all places. Maybe because it reminds me of the better days with you, me, and Victor. Mission logs. Day 25.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. It seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, Trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters.
Okay. Day 153?
I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it, though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I?
Day 182.
I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
Got a little bit of doubt going on in her head.
Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking?
I've seen many colleagues lose themselves to an obsession.
Oh, yeah? And how many of those colleagues went and blew up a space station on account of it? Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy.
I didn't realize she had that much of a reputation.
We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us.
People shouldn't get praised for doing what's expected of them.
It's embarrassing now. How much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she'd done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangulum. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers.
Always ascribe to malice, even that which can be explained by incompetence, I say. The Order. The ones that had a schism with the Protectorate. What exactly is the Order?
The Order of the Ascent is just another sect of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. The Grand Plan and all that used to be part of the Protectorate before their big falling out. Believe they can predict the future or some such, but nice plan-abiding folks don't kill for the betterment of their cause. I can't believe the Order plotted our murder. But 10 years ago, I would have said the same about DeVries. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks.
I'm not surprised. Religion has been used to control and manipulate for eons.
Done some good, too. Even I can admit that not everyone following the plan is a fanatic. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue.
And what's kept you going all these years then? Hope of revenge?
No, didn't even know DeVries was alive until she brought the satellite down. Until then, what kept me going was mostly training and stubbornness. And Val. But to your point, holding someone who's wronged you accountable for their actions ain't an act of vengeance. Some might call it justice.
Was that... What game was it? It was a game, right? Was it Avowed? That justice is just revenge, lawful revenge? Or did I hear that somewhere else? I don't know. I love that quote though. Yeah, there's no need to dress it up. I'd be happy to put a bullet in DeVries, given the chance.
Right after we get answers. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly like.
Always friendly like. Never do it another way. Okay. So we gotta find Savannah, I bet, right? She's at the chapel. Is that what this is saying I have to do? Okay, infiltrate the Vox Relay Station. Seek assistance in infiltrating the Vox Relay Station. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna get DeVries was assigned to house. Red trim. No. Does it not give me like any other information? Okay, well, we gotta find Savannah. Right? That was her name, Savannah. I forget her last name. We'll keep looking around. We've got things to do. Let's do this schemes of the secret smugglers quest. Yeah, we've got time to do that too. Check out this house first. Okay, another one of those. Okay. And that's the town hall there. Don't know what that big building is. I guess we can check it out. What do we got here? This is like a robot dog? Interesting. It's kind of cool. Ethel Tinsley. So this is trying to remember what we know about Tinsley. I think she's somebody that's like got it to be like a bit of an outsider.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I could liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius.
I like her already.
Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled.
I came up rather slowly, but why don't we start with introductions? I'm Felix Garnett.
I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Theoretically, Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist-turned-tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort, and with avoiding Carr and the minister's would-be fisticuffs.
Oh, I'm well acquainted with Carr and Milver Street's antics.
If you too have spotted the chasm between them. I fear the Protectorate have already pinpointed the way with which to exploit it. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner.
Why can't they see eye to eye?
The fact is that those two never got along particularly well, even under the best of circumstances. One wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew.
I'm beginning to see why they both begged for my help.
Have they? Goodness. Then it seems things are more precarious than I realized. If you do intend to lend your aid to the Minister or Officer Clark, I only ask that you consider the ramifications.
What, can I not ask about those ramifications? Let's talk about something else.
Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow.
Tell me more about the taming of raptidons.
I work directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best raptidon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild raptidons. It's most agreeable.
Does this... I don't really like any of these options. I hope this doesn't hurt any of them.
Trust me, they are safer here than out in the wilds. I have been reprimanded thrice now for undue pampering. I would not be here if this experiment was still causing needless suffering.
Alright, I'll be going now. It was a good raptidon. I was kind of hoping we were going to get a raptidon companion. Let's see what we got here. Private notes. You don't mind if I look at this, do you, Doctor? Thank you. Musings on raptidons. Well, I have officially gone from chimeric scientist to raptidon onboarding specialist. But it's not so harsh a change as I feared. These creatures require constant feeding, house training, combat conditioning, and praising in dulcet tones. Yes, but they've also provided me ample opportunity to study their constitution. They've taken well to a salve I developed for wound care. For better than the average human would have. Far better than the average human would have. While my previous work may be lost to history, I can't help but wonder. Might this have been used to aid graft recipients? If so, would we perhaps have had more success than failures? Milver Street has come calling for his subcutaneous injections again. I'll write more on the findings later. Turn to route. Messages. Milver Street. Halted assimilation. DB. First, I want to thank you for always being so kind and such a great listener. You have been of immense assistance to me in the past few years. Write to you today because I admit that I'm at a bit of a crossroads. Is it reasonable to be among a society for so long yet to feel so separate from it? Try as I might to feel one with Auntie's choice. It's as if I'm donning a costume. I wish I didn't feel so. Any advice you have would be much appreciated. Your friend, Ethel. Interesting. Ooh. Nope, no stealing. No stealing. I smuggle, but I will not steal. Well, at least unless it's like something truly special, you know? I steal to protect. Okay. Guess we'll head down to the quartermaster's terminal here. You're gonna have to head out of town at some point. There's the gate.
Keep them coming. I can do this all day.
Good shooting. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Oh, it's a planet there. I was like, man, those rings look a little strange. Why are they're stopping like that? But no, there's a big gas giant right there. Oh, that's actually crazy. That's really close to us. It's a little worrying. Okay. So what we got going on around here. Chief Replenishment Officer Cordosa.
Gonna need a bigger storeroom for all these orders. Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted, quick and proper, or your next provision's free.
Now that you mention it, I could use some new accoutrements.
If you're not with a specific division, I'm supposed to take down a name before offering my wares. I'll just make it up for expediency's sake. All bits spend the same to me. As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops with all of their wartime essentials. You could say I put the ration in liberation. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you.
I have a private matter to discuss with you.
No one here but you, me, and several tons of well-oiled machinery. What's this about?
Well-oiled machinery? I assume you're referring to the dropships. They're nice.
Good eye. Though I'd say they're better than nice. Got more armor than a hammer claw, but better flight handling than the old clunkers we used to stock. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here, while I'd be off piloting one of those beauties.
Yeah. The death rate amongst dropship pilots is statistically significant. You're better off.
You got your wires crossed. Dropship piloting's one of the safest jobs in Auntie's Choice, according to Auntie's survey on career safety. Ranks high in satisfaction, too. And anyway, I don't recall asking for your opinion, so maybe we best get back to it.
Damn. You're kind of rude. I was going to ask you politely to use your terminal, but now I'm just going to use it anyway. Oh, this is free. Speedy light pistol. Take it. That's not free, though. And judging by that, I'm guessing you got a lock on your terminal. Please select the following options. Display current inventory. Yeah. Okay. Return to route. Exit. So we gotta steal this thing somehow. How are we gonna steal this without her seeing?
Stop that scrounging around.
Hey, why don't you show me how safe that dropship is?
Knew you'd be back. What do you need this time?
Let me see what you have first.
As a friendly reminder, all sales are final, especially ammunition.
Before I inevitably piss you off. Oh, we don't have any money. I guess I could sell. Is there like a sell junk? I don't know what. Go to my junk here. Yeah, it's just sorting. Oh, sell. Hold Z to sell junk. Wait. Oh, is this not junk? Oh, this is the junk page. Well, we got 1,200 gold now, or bits. Let's see what we got here. We got the reclamation raiment. How much is this costing me? This costs 3,100. You're out of your mind. Charged machine pistol, 563. It's a little bit more reasonable. Biomass pistol, accelerated bursts. Corrosion soak defensive plates. Force charger for machine pistols. Plasma soak. Sniper cloak. Biomass pistol silencer. Advanced mag. Sharpshooter monocle. Okay. Some cool stuff in here, but I haven't really decided yet on like what we're doing. Car's war chest. Interesting. Or lockpick 5. Not too far away from that. Steel performance review, employee Trooper Clara B. Faulkner. I mean, no need to steal it yet. But if Faulkner ever needs help, we know where to get their performance review. Okay, we got a shooting range over here.
Not on the ground, recruits.
Sato.
Trainee Lindell, be so kind as to remind us all what the first rule of the range is.
Guns are weapons, not toys.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not.
Those guns or those targets haven't taken much damage. You sure those guns are even loaded?
I can assure you they are.
So what's the problem?
The soldiers before you are former protectorate subjects, mainly of the farming variety. No knowledge of combat. Scarce experience wielding anything deadlier than a wrench. They are accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it, and even how to think. A lifetime of habitual servitude is not broken in a day.
How are you helping the trainees acclimate to the new society?
I'm only responsible for familiarizing them with the weapons they will come to rely on in future. However, having observed them on the range, they fail every hurdle, but keep getting back up. I'd say that speaks to an admirable resilience. Or stupidity. Difficult to say which.
They need to feel inspired. Mind if I have a word with them?
I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to accelerate education. The faster we can get more soldiers in the field, the better. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, respectfully, I must ask, what do you feel qualifies you to give instruction to my recruits?
Funny you should ask. One of my 12 degrees is in grand motivational oratory.
I've never heard of such an area of study.
That's because I just made it up. But I had you convinced, didn't I?
Well played. I'll admit to telling the odd lie here or there to boost flagging spirits. Attention trainees, guns down. That means you too, Simpson.
I don't know why I'm doing
We
this.
have a guest who has a few words to share.
You have something to say to us?
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me like that. Jeez. Here, go back to being farmers. Is that what you want? You're all going to die horribly if you don't shape up. When you hold that gun, remember what you're fighting for.
Wait, I know this one. Low overhead and competitive prices.
I was going to say your newfound freedom, but that works too.
The freedom to buy more goods.
Very good, Lindell. Someone has been reading their welcome materials.
Front to back, sir.
With Auntie's choice, each of you has the potential to be much, much more. Believe it.
Yes, and a corporate ladder means there's always somewhere greater to reach. Now, if Auntie's faith in you is not misplaced, then prove it, trainees. Weapons at the ready. And fire!
Wow, that actually...
Well done, trainees. Well done! It appears your words have had their intended effect.
Power capitalism, guys.
Thank law. The trainees seem quite taken with you, too. As I suspect they would riot if I let you leave without a reward. Please, accept this revolver with Auntie's thanks.
A light revolver.
And willing, I will have as much success deploying your wisdom with my next batch of recruits.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I don't feel like I did a whole lot. I'm gonna take this stuff. Thank you, guys. Good luck. Can I talk to you guys?
Hello. And goodbye.
Guns are weapons,
Good
not
form.
tools.
Put it in a memo.
Put it in a memo. Okay. Corporate hireling. We got a little camp here. Little tents. I like this. Corporate negotiator, corporate trooper. Got a sprat running around. Okay. Why are you just staring at your door? It's like you expect this to happen.
Business is always good when a war's on. What do you need this time?
I was wondering if I could have a look at your terminal.
Now there's an odd request. If you've got queries about my stock, I'm sure I could answer them for you. Wait one rapt gone moment. Did Miss Galloway put you up to this?
Why do you ask that?
She asked me for terminal access not even a fortnight ago. I'd call it coincidence if it didn't feel so much like conspiracy. I can't for the life of me adduce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager would be interested in military inventory. What kind of plants are we growing in there?
Oh, you don't want to know. Come on, it's just a little peek. It won't hurt. It'll be our little secret.
Our secret, huh? I bet you tell that to all the replenishment officers. All right. Ms. Galloway can have access, but only because I believe in not biting the hand that feeds, or in this case, grows. Keycard to access the terminals, right here on the boxes beside me. Feel free to nab it.
You're really bad at your job, but thank you. Display current inventory. Adjust inventory total. Fizzo's Spectrum Vodka. That was quick. 0 cases. How much was it before? I didn't see. Well, it's 0 now. Alright, return to Emmeline. Let's go ahead and do that before we wrap this episode up. A little sprint action here. Go in third person. Yeah, the animations just aren't very good in third person, are they? Ah. One day they'll figure it out. First person's great, though. Hello, Emmeline.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted?
I sure did. The quartermaster's terminal is one large shipment of Spectrum Vodka shorter.
How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune. And while this might be a tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, you've also made allies that you'll find all across Arcadia. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in. Find that rose, and you find Sub Rosa.
Ooh. Level up. Nice. Okay, cool. I want to see this symbol that I apparently passed on my way in. Oh, that right there?
Folks do all the hard work instead of letting auto mechanicals do it.
Because we get paid to do it. We need the money so we can buy things.
Okay. Then once you buy the things you want, why do you keep working?
So we can make more money and buy more things. This isn't that complicated.
True. Niles, what are you doing, man? Come on, get up. Alright, so this is a symbol. It was actually kind of hidden, which is good, but we're gonna have to really keep our eyes peeled for those. Alright, let's level up. 2 points. We got a perk this level too. Lockpick up to 5, observation up to 5. I really like these 2 things, so I'd love to get my guns up too, but I don't think that's happening. Maybe there'll be a level cap or a perk cap though. Skill cap. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are doing for this stuff. I am playing this rather slowly, so if you guys have any advice or anything, especially at these early stages before I have like time to do like bulk recordings. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking about the game and everything. All right, perks. Got 9 available. So, are any of these new? I don't think so. At some point, we should go through this and see like all the ones we want and what we'd have to do to get them. Pickpocketing could be really good to have. Psychopath. Gain bonus damage against any faction you have negative reputation with. This bonus is greater the worse your reputation is. Factions you are kill on sight with grant the maximum bonus. Okay. Interesting. Trophy Hunter. You gain critical chance. All weapons against all enemies. Is increased against strong enemies such as leaders and bosses that aren't heavily damaged. Sounds really good. Brand Enthusiast. While all your equipped armor and weapons share the same brand. Okay. Ninja. While sprinting, sliding, bullet shield. I like Trophy Hunter. Get Trophy Hunter. Here we go. Alright, guys. We're going to end the episode there. In the next episode, I believe we need to make a decision on who we're going to help for this. We have this too. What is this from? Okay, yeah, this is the crates that we've been picking up, I think. We got a couple mentions and some tasks. I suppose we could do confront Savannah. That's the other one. That's what I want to do first. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, we got to go help the one guy at the Spire Grove and destroy hover drones. For that's the bounty, I think, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's what we'll head over and do in the next episode. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.